Hello. Hello, world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this Tuesday, August 7th, 2018. This is a show where we discuss news from different news sources on the internet and discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little more together on just about every issue. Write in, send an email with your questions or comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K. Or call in 805-994-0606. Let's have a live discussion and get this stuff on the table. Let's talk about it in a common sense way. Okay, starting on news today, we're going to start with Fox News. And just before we get into it, it's interesting how I get the main news from 5 different sources, and it just seems like Fox is always throwing something totally different out than all the other mainstream news things. Now, I don't know what to make of that. You could be your own judge, but again, I think it's critical that each side, left and right side, look at these other news sources to see what the other people are seeing, because it's obviously the media has a major impact on how we think about politics in the world and all that stuff. So anyways, Fox News, sympathy for the devil, ? There's a picture of alleged MS-13 kingpin with killer nickname whines to judge about discrimination he faces in prison. Saying they're calling him El Chapo and stuff in prison there. I forget which prison. But anyways, that's the top story on Fox. Even their second stories don't match any of the other big storytellers out there, news sources. So it's just interesting what they're feeding their people. Again, I think they're trying to put hatred into immigrants is what this is. And again, I don't think all immigrants are part of the MS-13. But anyways, just interesting food for thought. Anyone want to call in? Let's discuss. Moving over to CNN. Trump put to test in today's high-stake contest. There's a couple of votes going on in Ohio and somewhere else. Anyways, that's whatever. Again, Trump is involved trying to make this whole country all Republican, or right side, I guess, extreme right side. Instead of try to be a leader. Try to lead the entire country. Try to lead. Obviously, you can't lead everybody because everybody's not going to follow you, but you could lead people instead of just being a prick. CNBC, Apple could be used as bargaining chip in the trade war, Chinese state media warns. Because of all the cheap labor they're getting over there, this could affect Apple. So there you go. If you got a lot of Apple stock, who knows, that could affect it down the road. Who knows about all this tariff bullshit? I mean, this is all obviously above most our heads, but again, for every action, we've learned this when we were a kid, for every action there's a reaction. So see what the reaction is going to be from doing these tariffs, because we'll see. Hopefully it's for the best for the U.S. That's all I can say. Even though it's Trump pulling the strings, hey, all I can say is when it all comes down to it, as long as it's good for us, then it's good. Moving over to USA Today, Trump braces for Robert Mueller's report on Russian meddling, whenever that may come out, who knows. Moving over to the BBC, here's one. Trump warns trading partners over Iran. Anyone doing business with Iran will not be doing business with the U.S. This is all with these new sanctions and stuff. We pulled out of the previous deal we had with them, nuclear power. And here's here's the tweet from Mr. Trump. The Iran sanctions have officially been cast. These are the most biting sanctions ever imposed, and in November they ratcheted up to yet another level. Anyone doing business with Iran will not, that's all capital, be doing business with the United States. I am asking for world peace, it's all capital, nothing less. So there you go. Is that good or bad? Is he really? I mean, maybe it's a good decision. I don't know. That's like high up there political shit, man. That's high up there. I think in situations like this is where Trump does shine. He kind of does have that prick attitude to deal with this kind of stuff, hard-nosed. But again, he's not a leader, in my opinion. Okay, moving over to the sports. Nothing really happening. Everybody's just getting up for the NFL preseason. We're in August here with baseball. Just really nothing too much going on except for the all the bullshit going on with Ohio State. That's about it. We're going to just pass on on sports news today. Going over to TMZ, Entertainment News. O.J. Simpson, being a felon ain't all bad, according to him. He's in Vegas. He gets treated like a celebrity. Everybody's taking selfies, shaking his hands, blah, blah, high-fiving. So he's a pretty big celebrity in Vegas everywhere he goes, and he gets treated pretty darn good. And that's where he committed that crime where he served 9 years for kidnapping and robbery. It was in Vegas. Dennis Quaid. I don't know, why does this make... Again, this is just bad. TMZ, you guys, come on, you got to report on. Sometimes if there's nothing to report on, don't report. Don't just come up with stupid shit. Dennis Quaid, Peaches the dog could have been creamed on escalator. I don't even know what that means, but it shows him going up an escalator in an airport with his dog. I guess that must have happened last year. I don't know. Why would that make like front news? I have no idea. We're going to go for a third one on TMZ. CNN's Jeffrey Toobin, Trump attacks black people a lot. You tell me what that means. And then he gives a couple quotes in there about what he said about, with LeBron and some bad stuff. But anyways, I'll just do that in there. Travel leisure. Delta's testing a new 3-course meal service for economy going from Portland to Japan, I believe. So they'll be testing that out. You'll be coming on if you have economy, little bubblies when you get on there like first class, and then the 3-course meal. They're going to be testing that out on that long-haul flight. And if it works, they'll be doing more on other long-haul flights, which is pretty cool. Speaking of flights to Paris, Rome, Barcelona are majorly on sale right now. If you're going to be traveling this fall through March, just go probably on any website, but you can go on. I use Kayak, but use whatever, Google. Just crazy prices if you're going to be traveling this winter, so check that out. That's going to do it today, except for our little Facebook quote here, our Facebook deal. This is obviously from it's from the U.S. Democrat Socialist website. Wow, this is hardcore. Again, I get a lot more of these from the left side than the right side. That's why I put them on here. But it's 10 things here with Trump laughing. It says 1, Mexico isn't paying for the wall. 2, ISIS is still running amok. 3, jobs haven't come back. 4, many Americans can't afford health care. 5, Puerto Rico is still in ruins. 6, children are still in cages. 7, our international reputation is permanently disgraced, which I agree with that. I just traveled and it's not pretty. 8, no one has seen any benefit from Trump's tax plan but the 1%. It's probably true. Medicare and Social Security are on the chopping block, and Trump supporters plan to vote for him again. That is from our little Facebook thing today. Again, thanks for joining me today. Please subscribe to my channel, The Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show, here on YouTube. And we will see you on Hump Day Wednesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.